Hello, this is H.C. Bailey, and welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy IV, The Afteryears. Let's start another boss gauntlet today. And some new enemies here. Okay, we've got Bomb King and Coral Regina. These two are both weak to sleep, so let's get that going. Of course, they get their spell off immediately, or a half second before I can get my spell off. Absolutely. Couldn't let me get my spell first. What happened to your speed, Rydia? I thought you were better than that. Well, anyway. Yeah, once you get that going, then it's pretty easy. If you don't have someone who can cast sleep, you could use hold on them. We don't have the cry command in this game, do we? Let's use hold on them now, since sleep wore off, apparently. But yeah, we don't have the cry command in this game, do we? In the original Final Fantasy IV, that was another spell that I used on the, or ability you could have used against them. Wow, those debuffs don't last long against these guys. Well, it lasted long enough. If you don't like how short those spells lasted, you could, cast stop on them. That would work too. Stop spell? No, that's another game. But anyway. What, no fancy dialogue? For boss time against Asteroth. Now, first things first, we want to use, let's see, yeah, we don't have anything better, so let's go with Leviathan. So basically, same thing as we did against the other bosses. Haste, slow, Leviathan, Mirage Dive. It will get changed up a bit eventually, but for right now, we're still stuck with these spells. So, now I know what you're thinking, viewers. H.C. Bailey, why are all these bosses coming back in the game? Are they just throwing them in there for no apparent reason? Well, there actually is a reason why they brought all these bosses back, plot-wise. We'll learn more about that later. But for right now, they're not going to give us an explanation. So, let's see, I think a good well, actually, you don't even need Kiraga. You can just use Prey. Probably be just as well. And attack, why not? We don't have to worry about a counterattack. This time. Oh, there will be more, viewers. There will be more. But for right now, no. No, we'll just stick with that. Yeah, bosses aren't going to be simply spam DPS, healing, a little buff and debuff there. Oh, okay, that's exactly how it's going to go. What more do you want? I like getting haste on only Rydia because she can deal, well, her speed's pretty, well, actually it's getting better now, but her speed's not as good as the other two. So I think she could benefit from it the most. And it's only one character to deal near max damage, whereas Edge and Kane, you gotta get haste on two characters to do that, and I would like to try and conserve my MP a little bit. But I'm just using my most powerful attacks, no elemental weakness or anything else to worry about. Alright, got him. Or her, whatever. What is an Asteroth anyway? I mean, I guess it's some kind of demon. Oh, now I learned Flare. Thanks. Thanks, game. Oh, okay, it's a she. Okay, well, there you go. Yeah, I know. You paused the video to correct me, viewers, and then the game corrected me for you. So, well, there we go. You're not going to tell us, are you, game? Well, actually, we will learn eventually. But in this chest, we get the Seraphim's Mace, which is why I fought this boss first. We got 91 Spirit. We put that on her. She's got 96 Spirit. Alright, so we've pretty much maxed out Spirit. I mean, you can get up to 99, but you won't get any more magic multipliers for that. So, alright, there we go. So let's move on to the next boss. And let's see. Okay, we want to... Okay, I know what I need to do. Let's go with... I'd rather not use the MP. Let's use Jump on Behemoth. You attack the blue dragon. You attack the blue dragon. And I want to use Leviathan since there's 2 of them. I think that ought to do very nicely. And why don't you just pray so I can fast forward through the summon animation. Leviathan's actually not that bad against the Behemoth. Yeah, look at that damage on the blue dragon there. Because technically... Oh, wait a minute, Leviathan isn't non-elemental, it's ice elemental. There is no water element in the game, by the way, just so you know. And that shouldn't feel that much. So yeah, Leviathan I thought was ice elemental, and I thought the blue dragon absorbed ice. Huh, I never thought about that. Well, anyway, just stick to Kane's jump command, that ought to do the job. You don't want to use... Okay, maybe that's not such a good idea. Okay, we'll use Mirage Dive then. But, try praying again. There we go. But yeah, oh, yeah, I guess you do want to use Mirage Dive. I was going to say you don't, but now you do, actually. Oh well, I'll worry about the MP problems later. Alright, made it. Yeah, if you ever hear me pause for like a long period of time while walking, I'm expecting a random battle to pop up instead of boss time! Okay, first things first, you want to use Flare on the boss there. Okay, let's get Mirage Dive going. Get Haste on Rydia. And Slow on the boss. So yeah, now that we have Flare, we actually want to use it instead of Leviathan because it's more powerful. Unfortunately, unlike the original Final Fantasy IV, Flare does have a little bit of a charge time to it this time around. Not much, but it's not instant cast like it used to be. Uh-oh. Ow! That hurts. Pour him. Yeah, heal up. Get another Flare going. Man, what happened to your MP, Edge? I thought you had a lot more than that. Yeah, you've got 300. I didn't think Kane had that much more MP. Oh, now I remember. Okay. That's right. I didn't want to give any of those discovery books to Edge for a very good reason. Eventually, we will have a replacement for Mirage Dive. We just haven't gotten that far yet. That's why. Yeah, pray. Whatever. Do something. And another nice thing about Flare is that it has a shorter attack animation. One other thing Beelzebub can do is cast Blink on itself, which, for those who don't recall, it's just like Mirage or the... damn it! That's gonna cancel out my, yeah. How did that get through Blink? Huh, that's weird. I was going to say Blink cancels or gives you guaranteed evade for the next 2 physical attacks, but that only dodged 1. Oh, that's weird. I wonder if it's because it's a band with 2 characters, it counts as 2 attacks. Huh, I never thought about that before. Huh. Well, we defeated the Lord of the Flies there. Apparently so. Well, yeah, it was in your, never mind. Your priest training there. Poem. But anyway, for defeating Beelzebub, we get Loki's loot, which, if you had Edward in your party, that would be really good. Unfortunately, I do not. So, Edward's not bad in the final dungeons here. I was just fighting some behemoths there, and I forgot. Unlike the original Final Fantasy IV, Stop actually works on them now. So you don't have to worry about their counterattacks like I was showing in the previous battle. I forgot about that. So yeah, they changed up behemoths a little bit, made them a little easier there. Actually, a lot easier. Holy cow. So yeah, I just wanted to heal up there so that way I wouldn't change the phase of the moon there. For boss time! Okay, now unlike those other behemoths, this guy can counterattack. or cannot be, yeah, let's get Blink on my frontline fighters there. This guy cannot be stopped. So you're just going to have to stick with Flare and Mirage Dive. And as you can see, his physical attacks will kick your ass. So you want to make sure you got Blink on at least Theodore and Kane there. And fortunately, Mirage Dive also gets Blink on Edge there, so I don't have to worry about him that much. Not so worried about the ladies. I mean, eventually I'll probably get Blink on them, but Kane doesn't have Blink anymore. Blink, 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 Blink. There we go. I was going to cast Slow on him, but no! Gonna have to do this the hard way. Yeah, you see, now it's getting a little tricky here. You gotta worry about counterattacks and all that nonsense. Oh, I think it mixes it up very nicely, I'm just saying. Let's see, yeah. You see, Rydia can just dodge the attack. She has so much evasion. So, nice thing about the mages. I do like how evasion is actually remotely useful in this game. Yeah, evasion, not too useful in the more recent Final Fantasy games, I'm afraid. Oh well. Still, I'm not a big fan of evasion tanking in RPGs. I prefer, you know, the old-fashioned way, where you actually have to reduce damage, or mitigate damage, to use the technical term for that. Okay, I think we're pretty well set. So maybe get Blink on Rydia. Good job, Theodore. You're always a step behind. Oh well. But anyway, let's see. Let's keep going with Mirage Dive and Flare! Luminaire! No, that's another game. What happened to your Blink? I thought you had a Blink shield. But, well, damn it, I have Poem attacking now. Well, anyway. But anyway, for those who don't recall, what Blink does is, as you can see, you've got a Blink shield to the left and a Blink shield to the right. It will give you guaranteed 100% evade for the next 2 physical attacks made on that character. So unlike the original... Goodbye, Rydia! Yeah, this is his final counterattack. Yeah, I wish Rydia was going to gain experience here, but... Oh, she will! Alright! Yeah, Rydia, I at least want to make sure she gains the experience from this, because I want her to learn Meteor. I don't think she learns that until level 65 this time around, if I recall correctly. So, I do want to keep her on the level band at least until then. I might use Meteor somewhere, I don't know. I'll think about it. It bypasses Reflect, which is really nice. And I forget how the charge time is on it in this version of the game. But anyway, yeah, we get the Tiger Fangs there, which if you had Ursula in your party, no one uses Yang. But if you had Ursula in your party, I would equip those on her. That'd be really nice. I think you've gotten all the claws that you can get now. Let's see, I probably want to heal up after that one. Edge is a little light on MP there. Game? No, screw this. I'm not doing this again. Yeah, 2 Behemoths. Yeah, that fight's just really damn annoying. It just takes a while because it got so much HP, not MP. Alright, we got another new enemy here. Dust Mouse. Let's see, first things first. Okay, let's have everyone go all out against... Yeah, let's use Flare. You're not gonna run out of MP. Oh, wow, that was not bad. Okay, let's get Minnie on the Dust Mouse there. There we go. And then go to town. I think you can get through his high defense. Yeah, there we go. He's also weak to Holy, if you want to go that route too, but nah. I wonder what this does. keep an eye on that. Okay, full HP. We're ready to go. For boss time! Against the Iron Giant. Now this guy is a little tricky because he counters both physical and magical attacks. So what I want to do here, let's get Blink on yourself. So it's kind of like the King Behemoth fight with a little more of a twist to it. Now what I want to do, instead of casting slow, I want to use the Spider Silk so that way he won't counterattack. Good, good. Because he might counterattack with Meteor, and it's just as powerful as the King Behemoth version of it. Yeah, sometimes he will, sometimes he won't. So you got to be careful with that. Let's get haste on Porum there so she can keep us healed. Wait for a counterattack. Okay, good, good. Now, so far I'm getting pretty lucky with those counterattacks. You want to keep Porum on standby in case he does actually counterattack with Meteor. Or a physical attack. Let's go with Blink there. Probably should have done that before, but well, I wanted to watch out for the counterattack. Let's wait a minute. There we go. Just wanted to make sure I had Porum's turn queued up for healing after a potential counterattack. And we're not doing too bad, but I may want to get Kiraga on Kane. Yeah, let's do that. And get a Kiraga on Theodore. Yes, okay. Not bad, Theodore. I'm surprised your Kiraga did that much, even on a single target. Okay, yeah, Porum's ready to go. I may decide to get haste on Rydia if he doesn't counterattack. Well, let's get haste on Rydia anyway. Yeah, yeah. Wait for it. Yep, there it is. Never mind. Kiraja and everyone, I'll probably have Theodore join in on the healing too. This is gonna hurt. Ow. Oh, that wasn't so bad. It still hurts. But it wasn't quite as bad as I thought it would be. I thought it'd deal more like 3,000 damage. Usually that kills someone. Meteor's got a pretty random damage factor to it. Not as bad as Ozma, but still pretty bad. Yeah, I think we're good on MP. Although, damn it, I was going to use an X potion on the edge there. Oh well. If he dies, he dies. Okay, good, good. Get Kiraga going there. Let's get haste on Rydia there. Okay, now we're cooking. Wait for it. Uh-oh. Yeah, he can also do that. That's... Goodbye, Kane. And I don't care about your levels if this accidentally kills him. Let's use Arise. Yeah. Oh well. Sorry, Kane, you miss out on the experience. Not that I really care. But, oh well. It would have been nice. Apparently not. Alright. Yeah, what's that thing made out of? Holy cow. But anyway, for defeating him, we get the Gigant X, which is... I guess you could give that to Sid or Luca, but, well, I never used them. But how do we get to the next floor from here? Find out next time on Let's Play Final Fantasy IV, The After Years. This is H.C. Bailey, signing off. Have a good day.